Hello, everyone. This is Evan Jacobs. Welcome to another edition of Boxing Time TV. We have what promises to be a bout that's going to be a banger in terms of these guys are going to bang, and this will probably not go the distance. Once again, welcome to Boxing Time TV. And David Benavidez taking on David Lemieux. I'll be honest with you, I don't know what this bout really does for David Benavidez because everyone knows he's going to probably wipe the floor with David Lemieux. I didn't even know David Lemieux was still fighting. But hey, nothing against him. It's just that I'm like the last time I saw him, like I saw him get knocked out by Canelo. Either way, we'll get into that. I'm sorry, knocked out by Golovkin. But anyway, Benavidez is a 7-5 favorite. He's 25 years old. Lemieux is 33. Benavidez is 6 foot tall. Lemieux is 5'9". They're both super middleweights, 168 pounds, 75 reach for Benavidez, 70 reach for Lemieux, 25 fights, 0 losses. I want to say 22 by knockout for Benavidez. Lemieux is 43 fights, 4 losses, 2 by knockout, and then 36 knockouts to his credit. And this is scheduled for 12 rounds, 3-minute rounds, 10-point must scoring system, no mandatory 8 count, 3 knockdown rule waived. Let's get right to it. These guys are going to come out, and I expect Benavidez to jump on Lemieux. It seems to kind of be the way that these things go. But, Lemieux does have power. And, I think that, hey, anything can happen in this sport. So it's not that he doesn't have a chance. It's just obviously I think that for whatever reason the PBC is having a hard time getting fights for David Lemieux or getting meaningful fights for him. And not that this fight doesn't mean anything, but it just doesn't do a whole lot for him. I mean, everyone's expecting this to happen. We thought he might get Canelo. He didn't get Canelo, and Canelo kind of said to all the other fighters, the super middleweights and everyone, hey, fight each other, and then I'll fight you after he gets done with Bivol, which I don't know that he's going to get done with him. And then there's Gennady Golovkin, which I don't know that he gets done with him either, but we'll have to see. And you can actually see a version of Golovkin Canelo 3 on this, and I'll actually try to link it to this fight. I'm going to cross this bout off. We have some other bouts coming up. The next bout we're going to be doing is Benavidez Smith, and then we're going to be doing after that is Benavidez Smith, Charlo Shalecki, and then Masagaya Vargas. And then I might do Munguia Jacobs because they're talking about that. Oh, and then I'm gonna do Ruiz Sprong. So here I gotta organize EF. I'm gonna make that G, and then that should be H. And and Benavidez just punching Lemieux into the ropes, and it honestly seems like a matter of time, but you never know if Lemieux can counter off the ropes, can land something to get Benavidez's attention. He could very well be in this. Benavidez, doesn't have a terrible record by any stretch of the imagination. He lost a decision to Billy Joe Saunders and then followed that up with 5 victories, so that's good. Beaten Curtis Stevens, Marco Reyes, Glenn Tapia, who, his southpaw style, I believe gave Gennady Golovkin a fairly difficult bout. Golovkin knocked him out in 8 rounds. He's beaten Hassan Nadam, Gabriel Rosado, Marcus Upshaw. And then, he has losses to Joaquim Alcine, Marco Antonio Rubio. He's beaten Hector Camacho Jr., KO'd him in 1. And look at this, Benavidez landing. So, we know that Lemieux has the experience. The question is that enough? And against a guy like Benavidez, who's so much bigger. And there's a lot of people that believe that Benavidez, come fight time, is maybe, the weight of a cruiserweight because he's such a big guy. Anyway, Benavidez, 10-8, 10-9, and one judge having it even. So who knows? Maybe Lemieux is going to come out this round and do something. If he's come just to survive, this is going to be a boring fight. But right there, Benavidez landing hard on him. And, I mean, he's looking really, really sharp is David Benavidez. Look at that. David Lemieux cracking him. So David, like I said, guys, David Lemieux does have power. And he just got David Benavidez' attention with a left hand. And that, that does bode well for Lemieux that he was just able to do that. Had he been able to follow that up, you never know, he might have dropped Benavidez. And once again, you are watching Boxing Time TV. If you like what you're seeing, please like, comment, and follow. Please share these links with your family and friends. Please, let people know that you're watching this. And also give us a follow on Instagram. Our handle is Boxing Time with Evan. I'm going to start posting a bit more there. I've been doing this thing where I sort of recap fighters' careers. Want to do more of that. I'm also going to start posting there, just showing just more boxing related stuff. I have some old Game Boy video games. I actually didn't know that there was Knockout Kings for. I have an early Knockout Kings from Nintendo SP. So it's exciting stuff. Or at least I think it's exciting. Sorry about that. This is Boxing Time TV. If you've been around long enough, you know that we do kind of a sloppy show. That's kind of part of our charm. And, Benavidez, did get cracked, but so far fighting at long range, landing, really finding a home for that uppercut. I think that uppercut is going to be the thing that ultimately is the kryptonite for David Lemieux. Oh, a right hand. Oh, another one on the left. And Lemieux countering. And, one has to wonder what that did to him after, he put the hurt on him in the first round. And then Lemieux comes out and cracks him and gets his attention like that. Lemieux maybe, thinking maybe now he'll switch it up, land with the right hand. That could totally throw David Benavidez off. Benavidez fighting with, Benavidez landing hard. Oh, two left hands. And Lemieux takes it, folks. Give him credit, showing a pretty decent chin as David Lemieux puts the hurt on him. And like I said, I think for as long as this goes, this is going to be a fun fight and entertaining fight. Oh, 10-8, 10-9, 10-9, all for David Benavidez as we go into the third round. We're going to want to get into David Benavidez's record shortly. All right. So who is going to be up next? I'm doing this thing where I am, it's a career recap thing on my Instagram, on my Boxing Time with Evan Instagram. Next up, we're going to be doing, Francesco Damiani, best known for giving Ray Mercer, I want to say, 8 or 10 of the toughest rounds of Mercer's career. And right now, David Benavidez landing well, doing pretty darn, pretty darn okay, hanging in there against David Benavidez. Even though Benavidez is winning every round, once again lands with that uppercut, and Lemieux tries to follow up with that left. And I'm telling you, Lemieux brings certain intangibles. Don't say anything. I'm not saying that he's gonna suddenly knock out Benavidez. I don't think that that's gonna happen, but. Hey, he did crack him. He does have power. So anything is possible. But ultimately, I think David Benavidez is going to overcome this and is going to land in such a way that David Lemieux is going to be stopped. Not that I'm not rooting for any guys. I'm not touching any keys. You don't hear any click clacks. All you hear is me just calling the action. And being very excited about it. Oh, a right hand from David Benavidez landing on David Lemieux. I will admit I am a little bit tired. You know, it happens sometimes. Oh, and Lemieux and Benavidez, doing well, really showing range in this fight. Probably, learned something from Lemieux. We got cracked and probably decided, hey, I don't like the way that feels. I don't want to get hit that way again. And another round in which David Lemieux once again making his case, landing the hard punches. 10-9, 10-9. And another 10-9. So we're going into the fourth round now. David Benavidez up by 10 points, 90 to Lemieux's 80. And no one really thinks this is going to the decision anyway. And you have David Benavidez landing once again with that left hand. To David Lemieux's credit, folks, he has taken it. He's wobbled, but he continues to just kind of try and come forward, trying to land something of his own. And if I'm Lemieux, I try to throw the right hand and land in such a way that I can catch David Benavidez when he, because I think Benavidez is probably looking for the left. And if I'm Lemieux, go with the right. Could be good night, Irene. Meant to look at Benavidez's record. Here, we'll go to that. And as you're probably aware, it seems like Errol Spence stopped your Dennis Ugas. And that's a pretty big accomplishment because Ugas is a tough guy. Oh, and look at that. David Benavidez, just like we said, been landing hard all night. Just cracks and crushes. I mean, I think Lemieux was out on his feet and he's not getting up. And David Benavidez, wow. Power comes through as we predicted. This isn't really a surprise or a shock to anyone, but that was a highlight reel knockout. If you look at the way that David Benavidez's legs buckled, wow, folks. Highly entertaining, highly interesting. And the winner is David Benavidez by, I didn't even realize it till just now. This is a battle of the Davids. Wow. The winner is David Benavidez by a knockout. The fight lasted 4 rounds. Benavidez was not knocked down. Lemieux was knocked down one time. The cards are 30-25, 30-27, 30-28. And once again, thank you so much for tuning in to Boxing Time TV. If you like what you've seen, please like, comment, and follow. Please share these links. Give us a follow on Instagram, Boxing Time with Evan. And thank you so much once again for tuning in. And we didn't even get a chance to talk about David Benavidez's career, but you see all you need to see right there. Look at that knockout. At Boxing Time TV, our motto is why wait? Watch it now, then watch the real thing when it airs and compare. We'll see you next time.